Right, here we go. The Mandalorian pays off a Star Wars story set up by A New Hope 46 years ago. I hate this. I really hate this. That's a clue. That bloody thing there. That. Right, I won't read that because it'll just repeat itself. But that's, you know, the greatest posters ever made. Always gives me a little thrill when I see that artwork. Right, warning, this article contains spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 8, which was the season finale. And, you know, while I did enjoy it, it wasn't exactly amazing, was it? But it was kind of fun, in a kind of a crap way, to be honest. I don't know. So bad it's good? Not quite, but anyway. Right, The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 8 managed to pay off a plot point, no, it done, that was established over 4 decades ago by the original Star Wars film. This was done through the inclusion of a droid character that was first seen in 1977's A New Hope, R5-D4. R5 was the astromech droid that Owen Lars initially intended to purchase from the Jawas before a faulty motivator led R2-D2 and C-3PO to fall into Luke Skywalker's care. They didn't even call it R5-D4 in the film. Luke says, look, this R2 unit has a bad motivator. So he calls it an R2 unit. They didn't even call them astromech droids. I think that came from the novels. But anyway. In The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2, R5-D4 was shown to be part of the droid workforce assembled by Amy Sedaris' Pelimotto on Tatooine, as Pedro Pascal's Din Djarin needed a droid's aid upon his return to Mandalore. R5 was offered by Peli as another member of Din and Grogu's travelling party. While R5 had been involved in the story of The Mandalorian Season 3 throughout, it was The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 8 that managed to truly pay off a plot point established at the very beginning of the Star Wars franchise. I mean, we saw him earlier on when they went to Mandalore. It was stupid. And he got out of the Starfighter. And I still don't understand how they fit in there, because it shows that where its head pops up. Does its head... So like go higher, because it shows where the head pops up out of the droid slot, but there's no room for the shoulders, you know what I mean, the arms and the legs of the droid. But anyway, whatever, I'm nitpicking. But anyway, he got him out of the Naboo Starfighter, and he said, go and check the air over there, out of sight where we can't see you. And so off R5 went, scared obviously, but if the air over there will be just the same as the air over here, you don't get like pockets of air. But anyway, I mean, the air underneath, you know, underground is different from the air above ground. We all know that. You can have like trapped stuff underground, can't you? But the air above ground's all swishing about, isn't it, with wind and things. I forgot where I was now. Yeah, plot point, there we go. No, it's not a plot point, though. R5-D4 has always been a hero, but never like this. No, they've retroactively made him a hero. I'm going to get angry at this, I am. And there's Carson Teever. Why do I remember his name? You know what I'm like with names? I'm rubbish at remembering names. For some reason, I can remember his. I don't know why. Maybe it reminds me of Carson Beckett from Stargate Atlantis. Maybe that's why I remember it. Anyway, throughout the droid's appearances in The Mandalorian Season 3, it has been confirmed... by the way, I better make sure we're streaming, aren't I? Are we? And yes, we are. Yes, very good. Okay. Where were we? It has been confirmed that R5-D4 actually served in Star Wars' rebellion against the Empire. From Pelimotto's comments on his Rebel Alliance history to Carson Teever describing R5 as his old comrade... Did he? I missed that bit. The droid's history as a Star Wars hero was confirmed retroactively. This was only furthered when R5 was responsible for confirming Mandalore was once again inhabitable. From over there. Similarly, R5 was an important part of the Mandalorian's liberation of Navarro from Gorian Shard's pirates after alerting Teever to the secret location of the Children of the Watcher's covert. Despite this already heroic history, The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 8 portrayed R5-D4 as a hero like never before. As Din Djarin and Grogu fought their way toward Gideon's chamber, R5 was instrumental in the success of their mission. From providing Mando with the map to Gideon's command centre, it was a bit easy, to disabling the shield barriers that allowed the titular character to face down multiple Imperial super commandos. It is safe to say R5-D4 played a crucial role in Gideon's defeat. I mean, firstly, his rocket jets still worked. Obviously, Pelimoto must have fixed them or something. I don't know. But remember, it's supposed to be a rubbish astromech unit that had a bad motivator and were faulty. He didn't have the force. He didn't sacrifice himself. He was faulty. Luckily, he was faulty. So, R2 could slide into that slot. But his rocket jets still worked. Like they decided to give R2 in the prequel trilogy, and when it was decided that when it was noticed they didn't have him in the original trilogy, I think it was Rick McCallum, the producer of the prequel trilogy, said, R2 were out of warranty. But obviously R5-D4 wasn't out of warranty, or maybe Pelimoto fixed him. Headcanon stuff. It wasn't ever explained. It was a bit much, to be honest. What happened? Yeah, so he flew in to Moff Gideon's secret base, unopposed, just landed. Luckily, there was an access point right there, in the open. So he plugged in, gave Din Djarin the map or whatever. Then some mouse droids came along with sirens on and flashing lights. He was mental. So he used his zappy thing. R2 had a zappy thing that he zapped the Ewoks with. So he had his and Salacious Crumb. He had the flashing lights on and sirens. That sort of. And then he turned off the force fields one at a time. But bless him, I suppose. The story of R5-D4 in The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 8 provided favourable comparisons to R2-D2. Across the Skywalker saga, R2 is often one of the unsung heroes of each film. Yeah, he is. In A New Hope, R2 was vital in helping the central trio of Luke, Han and Leia to survive the Death Star's trash compactor. Vital in helping. He saved them. Vital in helping. R2-D2 saved them. And C-3PO saying shut them all down. But, poor droids. I tell you, droid rights. I'm with was it L33T or whatever in Solo. I can't believe I just said that. Never mind. Some of the moments of heroism from R2-D2 include saving Padme's ship in Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, and while all the other astromech droids got destroyed, and providing Luke with his lightsaber in Return of the Jedi so that Han and Leia could be rescued. By the way, what they should have done with that, because his rocket jets were only found out about them in Attack of the Clones, because they needed to get R2 from this platform to another place, and they obviously couldn't work it out how to get him there. So they said, give him rocket jets in his legs. That'll do it. So I'm surprised George didn't go back into the Phantom Menace and show his rocket jets how they should have been used. Maybe it were outside Padme's ship working on it, and all the other astromech droids are getting destroyed, and then a laser bolt hits the ship's hull near him and knocks him off, and he uses rocket jets to get back to the ship. They could have done it like that, couldn't they? But they didn't. Headcanon again. Anyway, where were we? And providing Luke with his lightsaber in Return of the Jedi so that Han and Leia could be rescued. And loads of other stuff. With The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 8, R5-D4 is given a similar role. Without the astromech, it is unlikely that Navarro would have been saved from the pirates, or that Din would have reached Gideon's chamber, with the latter point being vital to the season finale. All of this just goes to show how important droids truly are to Star Wars stories, and how regularly they can become major heroes of the franchise. Something that The Mandalorian's R5-D4 provides alongside other iconic astromech droids like R2-D2. Mandalorian streaming on Disney+. Yeah, whatever. But he's not a hero. Well, maybe he is now, but he wasn't back then. Retroactively, they've made him one. But George, you know, he didn't have a big plan for R5D4. He were broken. He were a broken droid that the Jawas tried to palm off onto Owen Lars. Stop overthinking things and stop trying to make everything too connected. They shouldn't have had R5D4 in this anyway. They shouldn't. There should have been another one. It should have been another one. Really, I'm being a miserable curmudgeon, I know, but never mind.